And I say to her, I'm like, "Are you dumb nigga? Why you on the phone?" I'm like, "Oh shit," because you know them calls is recorded. Yeah. So they like, "Man, what the fuck you?" I'm like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "Man," I started crying for a second, and I hung up the phone.
Click like. The clip you're about to see shows Bricc Baby admitting to sharing information with the police. The way he framed it makes it sound like an innocent mistake. But what are your thoughts? Before we take a look back at some of the recent highlights we've covered on Brick's history, let's see the clip.
Right there, I'm like, hey, I'm like, what the fuck happened? I'm like, it don't got, but well, mind you, there's a lot of shit going on at the time. So I'm like, hey, that shit don't got nothing to do with nobody, like, inner circle, do it? Like, woo, woo. They like, man, it's closer to what you think. I'm like, what? I'm like, what you mean closer? This nigga been doing drugs, going off the map and all that. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That would have never been what I thought. You get what I'm saying? So the motherfucker like, I'm like, man, he like, I'm finna figure out how to tell it to your bitch, bro. And then nigga, I'm gonna get off the phone. I mean, call back in like 5 minutes. We're gonna figure out how to word it to you. So I'm sitting by the phone. I'm crying. I'm stopping. Like, damn, who killed this nigga, man? Like, damn, like at this point, it's like, did my brother kill him? Did my cousin kill him? You get what I'm saying? Like, did he kill him? Ooh. So I call back. They like, it's baby you. I'm like, baby you? I'm like, hell no. That's my little bro. I'm like, cuz they killed Nipsey. This big you said, hell no. They like, nah, baby you. And I'm like, baby me. I'm like, baby shit. And I say to her, I'm like, "Are you dumbass nigga? Why you on the phone?" I'm like, "Oh shit," because you know them calls is recorded. Yeah. So they like, "Man, what the fuck is you?" I'm like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "Man," I started crying for a second, and I hung up the phone. Everybody.
The podcast you're about to see happened immediately before Brick was arrested. It's interesting to see his responses to Wack. Wack will react to this after the clip.
Was talking. Hold on. Let me. This is me talking for you. I don't want to, cause you on the phone, and then you say your piece. But I said that the only reason I entertained the phone call for so long because you was talking about some that I've never told nobody, and the shit.
Yeah, no,
you
I
get
know.
what I'm saying?
But that's the conversation
and the shit
we
that
just brought
registered,
up.
like, damn, somebody.
Do you think they knew the arrests were coming? Is there more going on here? Get in the comments and let me know your thoughts. After this clip, we are going to hear Wack speak on the arrest, which happened just after this interview.
Yo, listen, I was asleep. People calling me. And I really don't know what's really going on. Luce up there or something, that's what it is?
Yeah, we got Luce on the Tuesday show.
Okay, so we went we went over this, Luce. Like, and I'm gonna say it again.
Let's go. FaceTime. FaceTime, Wack.
Like, man, I'm at the crib, bro.
Okay, let's go. Let's talk.
You know he be asshole nigga.
So
let's talk.
I want to know what narrative. I'm gonna say it again, right? I repeated what your wife said. If I would have known for real, if I would have watched you go to jail, I still would have told the world you ain't in jail.
No, I understand that. Okay, go ahead. What?
I know a nigga that I know that that got a woman and a child, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been laying low. Who been watching who know what, because niggas be putting addresses up. I don't give a fuck if I'd have been right there and saw him put you in the car. I'ma still say he ain't in jail.
No, yeah, that's not the thing. So I understand your take when it came down to that, but when you read, or not you, but the club, wait, hold on, Wack. When the Clubhouse girls called and was reading of a fake incident. I mean, not a fake incident, but an incident at 3 a.m. And the incident happened at 10 a.m. And then you come on No Jumper with Adam and read the same incident.
No, I didn't read no incident. What the fuck are you talking about? Never read an incident.
He didn't read the incident?
I never
the same
read
article?
We talked about. And I told you, you know, on Clubhouse, I be in the room, out the room.
I know you be in and out. But no
incident on nothing. Only thing I did was I repeated what your wife said. I said, listen, she never said it was her house. She said the streets blocked off. She never said he's in jail. She said, I hope he's at a...
But Wack, you said R.P. Luce Cannon when they was reading the articles. So when you say that...
No, I said there's no way that could be him because the article they read, they said is a nigga dead, shot theyself, and I said it would be R.I.P. Luce Cannon, and he not dead because Luce, remember, I'm going to remind you of something. I ducked everybody all day. I didn't go to Clubhouse till 6 p.m. That's a 6 o'clock room. You had already texted me. Remember? I knew you all right. You text me.
Okay, so basically you said it, and then what about when the bitch ass nigga 600 running content? You get what I'm saying? So it's like certain things.
Hold on, wait. This what I can't
Let's go.
do. This what I can't do. You running content on him. He run. I've been on him the last couple days. You notice he ain't really did shit because I've been telling him don't feed into it. But you running it on.
Cuz would die around with me.
Okay, but what?
60 crib. Like we can't even go there. Why? Because this is not the same type of I am. I would get cuz out of here before summertime. Neighborhood crib.
But here go the question: how often do all be in front of 600?
No, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm not negating the situation. That we around 600 maybe once every 6 months. Every 6 months, right? But
Adam, can you stop Bricc Baby from doing what he gonna do on his fucking phone?
No, he's his own man.
I can't stop the from responding or doing what you know.
But you should tell 600 if he play with Luce Cannon, cuz gonna die.
Okay, well let me ask you a question. After all you done did, right? This morning you asked me to get the nigga on the phone, right?
Yep.
Did I get him on the phone?
Yeah, you whack. That's the question is not me. What's the name? My problem is when the content was ran, right? You could have easily debunked it, but everybody looked at you and basically said, hey, Wack don't believe it.
This is what we gonna do. This is even. We got a few big deals, right?
Yep.
I will zero out my end. Lot of money. Couple million, right?
Yep.
If you can fucking show me where the fuck I ran content on you, bro. Why you keep saying that?
Okay, so listen.
Show me.
Listen, we're gonna take care of those deals, right? But let's do it on the Adam and Wax show, and we play the content and let the people judge. And wait, we let the people judge because if you right, no, Wax, if you right. On Dead Homies, I get it on here and I apologize. But if the comments say that I'm right.
Hold on. And I think Bricc, Lush, and Adam would agree. If Wack 100 would have ran content on Luce Cannon, that would have been viral.
It was viral.
But what type of, this is what I'm saying. Content, like, that's a great area when you speaking. Like, run content. In what form? Because like running content, like I look, hold on, let me finish. Because when I see what you did, from what I'm hearing, it's like you hosted a room and everybody gave their opinion.
No, he don't host room.
Well, however it go, you was in a room and was stating their opinion.
I'm gonna blame him and Luce. I told you this. Now let me ask y'all: anything going on with Luce Cannon? And they can't get to Luce Cannon.
They get to you.
Put up on Luce Cannon. Who the fuck they coming at with it?
But exactly. But Wack. So instead of you, but you still ran. Oh yeah, that's another thing. When you heard the Spanish people talking, right? You was like, are they in Mexico? And that's what people ran with. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
you don't even understand how strong.
The video. Look, first of all, they're playing some. I'm making sure they playing the right. I got 1,000 clips in that fucking back chat they got, right? I hear Spanish. All I hear is Spanish. So I'm making sure, I'm like, what the fuck y'all playing? I hear a bunch of Spanish. I said it 3-4 times.
Hola.
I was serious as a mother. I'm making sure they playing the right shit.
Hey, well, I got a question before we do that. Lush, you white, right?
Yeah.
How you in the Mexican game?
That's
like, yeah, no.
Put it back.
Your first claim was I let him in my room disrespect your wife, right?
Yep, you right.
And you be a man enough.
Yeah, no,
say,
but I apologize to you about that.
But you didn't tell the world.
Yes, I did.
That didn't happen.
Listen, yes, I did. You have to understand this, right? Wack. When you ran the content, right? I'm thinking to myself like,
I came
okay, they came in
at 6 o'clock in the evening. These niggas been waiting to catch me all day. I've been dodging my phone all day. The only motherfucker I talked to was 600 and Bricc.
For sure.
I talked to Bricc at 2:30.
Yeah.
We talked about you for about
2 minutes.
The rest was some other shit.
Yeah.
Okay, since we on, wait, since we on here and you said that, right? Didn't Bricc was confessing his love and everything that he was doing. So you talking about you right? You been telling the truth because this nigga just swear up and down I was lying.
No, I did not. I said you said some shit about blackmail, cuz what are you talking about?
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do.
That don't got nothing to do with the internet, but I said that I entertained that conversation because that was talking. Hold on. Let me. This is me talking for you. I don't want to because you on the phone and then you say your piece. But I said that the only reason I entertained the phone call for so long because you was talking about some that I've never told nobody and the shit.
Yeah, no,
you
I
get
know.
what I'm saying?
But that's the conversation
and the shit
we
that
just brought
registered
up.
like, damn, somebody talking to that. You get what I'm saying? And we was talking, right?
So Luce, what
Hey, who got some water?
about in so many words is the boy I went and collected the death for from my people from OVG. That dude. The dude.
Yeah, I know. That's I know.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the real, right?
Yep.
Let's get back to the real. Now let me ask you a question, and I want you to keep it real. I told you sometime back. I said, "Listen, homie, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, so you could take this shit and run with it the way you do, right?"
Yeah.
I told you in your fucking face, right? When I held your child, when you asked me to be the godfather, what did I tell you I would never do? And I don't give a fuck what you do, what I tell you in your face. I said, I'll never play this internet shit with you.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck where it goes. So if you do it, you're going to be talking to yourself.
Okay, so listen, Wack, we can literally...
Me. I ain't talking about 600.
No, 600. That's why I keep it with Powerpuff Girl. Like, he's a...
You niggas ain't never like each other. I was the glue with that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like... You really don't... But you really...
You dealt with him because I told you to deal with him.
A fact.
He was the same way, right? Cool. But you know what I told you. I said, hey, bro, I ain't gonna never play or be playing on internet games with you. If it go bad, you're gonna be talking to yourself. Did I not tell you that?
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying.
It seems like Wack's been trying to be squashing it.
Okay.
I'm asking again, what the fuck are you saying I did, bro?
Why everybody mad at me? I gave them the warning when the family was telling me. I was trying to give them warning.
Everybody else could rot.
Huh?
Everybody else could rot. I'm gonna get this out.
They got a bunch of no jumper gonna be kind of light over there.
Yo.
Oh no. Shit.
Yeah. I've been telling people June 23rd, 2023.
What's going on?
I've been telling people.
Actually, you did, because I remember there was a time you said, I guess somebody had a call and they was like telling how they got raided before or something was going to happen right after. Then you said, you gave a number and you said something's going to happen and this many people going to get swooped up. Then that happened. Then you've been talking about this and saying, look, something happened real soon. I think, didn't you say that like maybe a couple days ago? Like niggas moving zombies and shit?
I said, yo, listen, I played the recording. Hold on. I played the recording.
March the beginning of April. On your son's murder? It's both. They transferred the case to the FBI out there in Vegas, and Las Vegas police department is still handling the case as well. So when did
When did the test come back? When did the DNA come back? It came back 2 months ago. And they still ain't arrested the nigga? Well, they told me between me and you, please, like one, between me and you, don't tell nobody because they don't want nobody to know. They're going to be making an arrest the ending of March, the beginning of April.
Now, if I wouldn't have said nothing, no, played that today, they would have said, why cooperated with what the police wanted? But then when I had 600 release it, all of a sudden, Whack want a nigga to go to jail. I'm confused.
That's
Which one is it?
that's
I'm
cop
giving
shit.
you heads up, nigga. Here, this what they saying, nigga. This what the family saying and people telling them. Here, nigga. Because if I'd have just played it today after they got a nigga, it's like, damn, Whack, why you didn't tell a nigga, bro? What kind of shit is that? Crazy. Yo, let's see if that thing is on up top. Hope the nigga turn it up or put on them track shoes, one of the two.
I was they talking about like other news and stuff. I'm watching it. I don't see the press conference come on yet.
But when it come on, let's click it on.
All right.
Was it my right or wrong? If the family tell me that and say don't say nothing because the police don't want them to know, and I don't say nothing, I kind of felt like I was cooperating with what the police want.
Most definitely.
So I said something. So when I said something and let it go, they still went, yo, laughing. So which way was I supposed to go?
You ain't did nothing wrong. And if
Nigga.
that nigga was smart, he would have hop, skipped, and boogied about it.
Hey, bro, or go prepared or something. Good shit.
They were so upset who the messenger was. They didn't pay attention to the
The
message.
They didn't
message,
pay.
I was about to say that. Like she gave you that information. You just asked a couple questions to
Yeah.
get some clear understanding of what's going
She
on.
give me the information and say, don't say nothing because the police don't want them to know. Okay, well, shit. I gotta say something. Because that means if I don't say nothing, I'm cooperating on the side of the police.
Even though you wasn't dealing with it, you gave him a heads up. That's crazy.
Yeah, straight, even though I didn't fuck with him. Even though I didn't fuck with him, I let him hear it. Now, he know the lady voice because the lady worked for him. The lady's son lived with him for 2 years. She was the teen mama, passed out the oranges and the Capri Suns for the pop water. So you know who that is. You know her voice. So nigga, you see what's going. You know that's her son in the field. You know they didn't arrested you and used a federal warrant to get your blood. You know all this shit and you hearing her. You've been getting warnings since the 3rd of March.
I would have left her.
I got Tink running murder mystery. This bitch done got so good at murder mystery. She don't even know what she running, but she really going through it. All I'm doing is when y'all like, well, could it be or could it possibly be? I'm running the recordings of the people. Yep, they had to whoop, and they had to serve a warrant to get his blood. Whack, who blood? I run it back. They found my brother's DNA. They found Big U's DNA under my brother nails. I'm running the content, letting y'all run it. But the whole time, nigga, I know it's gonna get to you because the media team down there working. They chopping and editing and clipping and it's going up. Oh,
Sorry, I was coming.
Whack talking about no, I was telling them how you was never briefed on the murder mystery you read. You was just so dead on it. All I did was when you got to certain parts, I played a recording.
Yeah, facts.
That's it. I never Pink had no idea
I
what
had,
was
yeah,
going
you
on.
just sent like the link. It was no names, no nothing involved. I was like, what the?
And she started reading the newspaper clippings. She started reading the news clippings, and that she like, well, this could have been, and could this have been, and this. And I play a little. Now I'm playing a recording. Why? Because the recording creates the content. The content goes to the media team. The media team put it up on the internet. When it hit the internet, 600, they watching you because y'all enemies. Grab it. 600 grabs it and plays it. Hey, listen, nigga, do you hear the ladies whose son lived with you for 2 years? The lady whose son, they arrested you and took your DNA. Do you hear this, what this lady is saying? Law enforcement is telling her. Do you hear this, what the law people telling her? Hello, hello. Do you hear it? Last
So
week,
it's an update on it. What happened?
shit, they
Girl,
hit that house. Go look at my Instagram.
Oh, what? Hold on.
they got a raid.
No, who?
That's Big U house. That's the feds. That taped off.
Oh shit! I know you. Like he arrested right now.
I don't know if he was there, but they looking for him. That's a fact. That's his crib.
That's crazy.
And in conjunction with Tink's case, didn't you say that, or wasn't it said, not you per se, way, but wasn't it said somewhere in there that they had to get a warrant to request his DNA? And I know you spoke on saying, hey, aren't you supposed to get your DNA when you go to prisoners? I remember that being a comment.
Yeah, yeah. When they parole you, when they parole us, they swab us. Because what they do, they take our swab and they run it through the system. So let's say it's a case in Kentucky that's a cold case, right? And let's say I went to jail. I did this crime in 90. Then I go to jail in 93. My shit ain't on file. I parole in 99. They swab my mouth. When they swab my mouth, they put it in the system. That DNA is sitting there as a cold case. If that's my DNA, when they put it in the system in California, it's going to say match, hold, detain, wanted on criminal offense in Kentucky. Then they're going to alert Kentucky and say, we got a hit on the DNA that you found on this case. This inmate is here and due for release on this date. Y'all got 45 days to come get him. Meaning, if they find a body, right? And let's say I'd have been my skin up under that boy's nails. When they put that DNA through the system, it's going to match. Boom. Because my shit is in the system. Straight up. So that's why I was like, well, shit. Why? And I'm going to be real. I don't even think they really had to get his DNA. I don't know if y'all remember, we put the paperwork up of the New Jersey 60s. A Big U was in the middle of that, and they took them down. That was all 2022. I believe he was just working on so many different cooperating cases. They let the nigga close these situations out before they, all right, notified the family. They like, listen, nigga, we got him dead. He ain't going nowhere. This nigga working on this. We got an indictment for 15 people here, another indictment for 9 people here. We can't afford, nah, y'all got to hold up because the murder was 2021. I'm pretty sure that the people ran that DNA, and I'm pretty sure it was a hit. But he was working the Sue Surfing them case. We got all that work. It was 14 of them. Big U, one of the ones, they named him as a gang leader and all that shit. And when they came and served the indictments 2 weeks later, everybody was there but him. His name was the only one gone. Everybody went to jail.
What are your thoughts on Bricc? It seems like the internet has decided it's a closed case on his role working with the police. But do you think this is actually the case? Click like, subscribe, and share this video. All these things really help keep the channel in the algorithm. See you in the comments.